How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. My name is David Medina. Follow me at David Medina PDX across all social media, and like and subscribe to this channel if you like my stuff. It helps me grow. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all socials. I really appreciate you guys. I really hope you guys are having a good day, man. Yesterday was kind of crazy for us. We were down at the Riley Gaines event in downtown Portland at Portland State, man, and we got an up close view of just how crazy some of these people on the left can get. And we had producer Vlad here who was with us as well. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't get any footage at all. We just paid him for the whole time, got no footage. That was great. That was awesome. Just hanging out. Appreciate. Just was holding the camera, and I was just like, dude, did you get any footage? And he's like, I don't think so. So that's why we pay him in soda cans. It's all good. Yeah. But it was a good time. We had a good time. Riley Gaines kills it as always with her speeches. She's just an amazing human being, man. She's really good at inspiring, but she's really good at explaining stuff. Like I really foresee Riley Gaines running for office someday. But she's just so awesome, so inspiring to listen to. We saw a bunch of young girls there. And it was so funny because Fox 12, the local media, tried to interview me. And I was like, you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to a woman with this whole men and women sports. It should, I want women to stand up, right? So I went in the crowd and I found Amy Reiner? Amy Reiner. She ran for office here in Oregon. She's an awesome, awesome lady. And I was like, you should go speak to Fox 12. They're trying to get me to do, I think, a lady. And she freaking killed it, man. I haven't even seen it yet. Can you look that up on your phone, actually? Let's look up the Amy Reiner. And if I'm saying your last name wrong, I'm really sorry, Amy. I love you. But go look up that. Let's see if we can pull that up and see her interview with Fox 12. But so we were at this whole thing, and it got out of hand, man. Of course, you're in downtown Portland. You're with Riley Gaines is the biggest trans enemy out there because she's literally just advocating for only women, biological women, to play in women's sports. Male is male, women is women. Riley Gaines, like she said last night, she's like, I'm not saying anything profound in what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything that's new. I'm just saying women should just be allowed in women's sports, biological women. And this was the scene. I posted this. This is Andy No's video. Go follow him at Andy No. This is them trying to breach. And we were actually, when we heard this happening, we went down to go film this, and the officers wouldn't let us around this corner. And we had a little exchange with them. I'll tell you about that here in a sec, but check this out. This was the scene. They broke the windows. I mean, they actually got in. They broke the windows. You have multiple people actively trying to push through police. You have multiple people putting hands on police. And, when I was around that corner, I'm like, why aren't you listen, Portland police, I love you. I have a lot of respect for you. But why aren't you guys arresting every single one of these people? What is the holdup? And, obviously, he's like, well, targeted arrests are being made. But we all know that a lot of these guys' hands are tied from the police commissioner and tied from, the mayor and all the red tape that's Portland police. If Portland police, if we could just let them do their jobs and stop worrying and get these ACLU and all of these other legal leftist organizations off of their backs and let Portland police do their job, Portland would be a much better city. Instead, they let these guys do what they want and they get away with this. And the reason why I tweeted this out yesterday, the reason why people keep acting like this and getting away with it is because they're allowed to. Start arresting these people one by one. What is it going to take? What is it going to take? I went through more legal stuff. I was arrested by the FBI in this very home. I had my house raided like I was some terrorist because I walked into an open Capitol building. Meanwhile, these people can put their hands on police and push through and try to rush a building that is that was being closed off to them.
And it's a peaceful protest.
And yeah, it's a peaceful protest if you talk to CNN.
I sent the link over of the...
Yeah. We heard the big... the big... Blue. Look at this, though.
Hey! Get off me! What are you doing? Get off me!
Get off me! What are you doing? I'm just breaking the law. Why are you touching me? How dare you touch me? I'm just breaking the law! Oh, these people. While we were standing in line, by the way, producer Vlad, I don't know if you saw, but there was a guy that walked by. We actually chased him down.
Yeah.
He spit on one of the ladies.
Yeah. Well, there was the one guy that came by yelling. And then after that, we chased him down and tried to talk to him, and he didn't want to talk. He was just running away. And then
Did
the
you
other
get
dude
video
came
of
by and
that?
spit.
Were you
yeah, I
recording it
believe
all?
so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the other guy came by, spit on them, and then we told the cops. Cops were like, he's walking towards us. We're like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, thank you. We walk away. We see the guy walk right by them. They just keep talking
See,
and laughing.
and I
Just
didn't want
ignore
to.
us.
I didn't want to put too much pressure. Did you record that exchange?
Yeah.
Can you pull that up?
Yeah.
Or is it on my phone?
It's on your phone.
It's on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy spits on these people in line. Now we're in line waiting for this event. Guy spits on it. We go chase him down. Police are standing in a group together, about 4 or 5 of them, and we say, "Hey, this guy walking towards you right now with the curly hair just spit on a lady. We have it on camera." And I was like, "Look, I'm not gonna like press it because I don't want to cause stress to you guys, but please just do something about it." And I walked away, and they watched the guy walk. I mean, you know, a lot of people want to blame these Portland police officers, and you have to really understand the politics that are holding them back from doing their job. I mean, some of these, they're if they're not worried about their safety because the city doesn't have their back completely, they're worried about, they're worried about being sued personally. They're worried about being sued. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of these officers, they're followers of ours. A lot of these officers follow. They follow. They're patriots. They're conservative. They love this country. They believe in the rule of law. Some of them are just waiting out the time to cash in their pension. They're just a couple of years or a few years away from retiring. They don't agree with how Portland's being run, but you know what makes them great people is that they're there to serve regardless. And there's nothing braver. There's no person that's braver, in my opinion, than Portland police officers and the other officers in Oregon that also took this career path. And I don't know what else to say, but I'm more like, my brain's just trying to comprehend that dude spitting because we were right there and he like literally was like feet from us. And I'm just like, what I would have done. So Russ Walker here on X, he's a very well-respected political pundit here in Oregon. He was the campaign head for the Trump campaign here in Oregon back in his 2016 run. His son actually took video of this guy. He's just this black guy is just so out of control. This guy was crazy. I saw this guy too. Pulled his pants down, mooning the police. Man, I just don't know how Portland police does it, man. There was this one. Oh, there's a still picture of him. Here's a different angle of the breach.
Get off me! What are you doing? Get off me! What the fuck is wrong with the door?
Oh, now we're hurt. Calling the ACLU. Let's open up lawsuits. I mean, they already sued the city of Portland, the Portland police, for the 2020 riots. There was a photographer, an Antifa photographer, right, that got injured, and she was able to freaking sue the city of Portland police. She was awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is what if you notice in some of these videos we're about to see, notice that there's people with green caps on. These people with green caps are with a leftist organization that helps these leftist lunatics sue local police, local jurisdictions. They help them sue the government on stuff like this. They're just standing and waiting. They look for stuff like this.
Hey, back up here. Take that hoodie off. Take it off. Take the head.
And I just got to state the obvious. Can you imagine if this was conservatives that were storming a Democrat event that was happening at Portland State? Can you imagine if these were all conservatives acting this way? This would be breaking news, not just locally, but nationally across the country about this right-wing violence, about this terrorism, this white man, this like white privilege, and these nationalists, these Christian nationalists, all that. That would be the narrative. But for some reason, these people get away with it. There were only 2 out of all of the news outlets in Portland. Only 2 of them showed up. K2 and Fox 12 were the only news outlets that showed up to cover this event. It's disgusting.
Check their head. Check their head. Back up. Get your hands off. Back up.
Arrest these people. Prosecute them. Enough is enough. We are tired of this in Portland. We are tired of this lawlessness of these people getting away with this, meanwhile destroying the reputation of our city, destroying the safety of our streets. They're destroying everything that has made Portland great, and that's why Portland's in its current state right now. So this was Andy No shared more video. This
kind of gave a summary of everything.
Yeah, kind of just said that basically things escalated quickly. These were the extremists that were like, this is another videographer in Portland, right-leaning videographer that was being squared off on by the black guy. It was just chaos, man, in Portland. Chaos. John Hacker, what is her name? Alyssa Azar.
Yep.
They were present. And then you have, this is the video right here. Look at this. So this is the kind of right-leaning videographer that does work in Portland. I think his name is Brandon Farley.
Yeah, Brandon Farley.
And then look at this. Look at this.
All right, I'm at this Riley Gaines event, and Antifa has taken over Portland State's quad.
I saw him yesterday. I didn't even know Jonathan Cho. He looks so differently on camera than he does in person. Now, that's not like an Asian thing, Jonathan, if you're watching. I'm just saying. Y'all supposed to look like... No, I'm just kidding. No, Jonathan, you do awesome work, man. Please keep it up. If it weren't for Jonathan and people at the post-millennial, people like Katie Davis Court and... Andy No and all those guys up there, Ari, I'm telling you, people would not understand or see a lot of this madness that's going on in the Pacific Northwest. And we're just so grateful for people like Jonathan Cho. I wanted to say hi to him yesterday, but I had so much on my hands and he was busy and I didn't want to disrupt what he was doing.
Just a few feet away from inside the auditorium.
Go off, Brandon. Black children can't even go to school because of motherfuckers like him.
What?
And y'all sit here talk about progressive. All y'all performative as
Bro, black children can't go to school because you ate all their food. I'm sorry. No, that's not right. That's not right. I love this guy. Hey, look, I actually don't look much different from him. A couple months ago, I didn't look much different from him, brother. So, hey, man, let's get on a workout routine together, bro. Let's bring the city together.
Amp it up.
talk about progressive.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you guys exactly. I may say things about these people because they are lunatics and they have crazy beliefs, but they are not my enemy. I said it over and over and over again. My job is to be a light for God anywhere I can. And sometimes that means being a light by exposing truth and by having, a righteous passion towards, like the guy we just posted online that was talking about concentration camps. I don't apologize for my passion, man. And I respect passion like this. Unfortunately, he's very lost. But we are called in the Sermon on the Mount. And Jesus told us how we are to treat our enemies or people that disagree with us in the Sermon on the Mount. And we're supposed to still love and pray for these people. And I do. I really feel bad for these people. I do. Because I feel like there's such a happier life that they're missing out on. And they're selling themselves short by allowing themselves to get brainwashed by these evil agendas and these anti-American agendas, and they don't understand how great of a country they live in. They just don't. They're so ignorant, and they got so brainwashed by the school system. And this man right here, man, he allowed his head to be filled with people like Al Sharpton and Sean Green, the race baiters, all the race baiters out there that say that he's a victim. Brother, if I acted this way to the police at a Democrat event, I'd have been arrested a long time ago. If I was squaring off on somebody, I'd be arrested for menacing and harassment.
They didn't just square off. They were punching him in front of the police. I saw multiple tweets, Brandon Farley saying he literally got punched and the police watched and did nothing. They literally assaulted him. Yeah. And he's like, they're assaulting me. And the cops are like, oh, okay.
I sent a message to John Hacker. He's a well-known Antifa. I said this morning, I'll even pull it up for you guys. I said, look, I don't see you as my enemy. I still love you guys. You know why? Because my God tells me to still love you guys. You're not my enemy. My enemy is the elected leaders that have allowed our state to go to crap, that have allowed our country to almost go to crap. Though that's where my problems lie. You guys, just because I disagree with you guys on the trans stuff and all the other stuff, I don't see you as my enemy. You may see me as your enemy. That's fine. That's on you. I don't see you as my enemy because I think that I want a better Oregon. And it's going to take all of us. And I know that I'm tired of the system, just like you. You just have different solutions to it. And you have a different view on if men should be in women's sports. But that doesn't make me hate you. I don't hate any of these guys, man. I really don't. I feel bad for them. And so we had some more people. They call him Trantifa because, you know, we all know. A man, a.k.a. Gordon Hall, was arrested at the Antifa attack at PSU on May 5th. So this guy was arrested yesterday. He was quickly released without bail. So these people are just being caught and released. And then this is what's going on, covered by Cam Higbee. Met this guy at America Fest, good guy right here. He's covering the Seattle protests along with Katie Davis Court and what's his name? Jonathan Cho. This right here is like just made me go crazy. So Antifa and the far leftists have taken over the University of Washington. They've actually set up another autonomous zone because I guess Riley's speaking there tomorrow or today.
Yeah, she's speaking there today. She went.
So they're taking it over, and they are look at what's going on there. Look at how they're pushing the police back, and why the police are allowing this is beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you're allowing yourself to be policed, like Cam said. Stand your ground, officers. But again, we don't know the situation up there like we know in Portland, because if they stand their ground, they're risking their own harm. They may have been given directives that said, hey, you are not to engage with these people. You let them have their way. We don't want to get sued, blah, 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 blah. Guys, let me tell you something. That is not America. That is not how America was designed to function. We are a law and order, law-abiding, a rule of law. We are a country of law and borders and law and orders and law and order. This is not how it was designed. We do not allow people that preach violence. And you can have your beliefs. You can believe in socialism. You can believe in even communism. You can believe in all those things. Transgenderism. You can believe in all that. That's your right. That's what makes America great, is that you can believe those things. And you won't get penalized for it like you would in some Middle Eastern countries or even China. But what you can't do is you can't charge officers, and you can't hit officers. You can't fight officers. You can't take over and make autonomous zones on private property and public property and property where the public uses for people to go to school. Because I guarantee you classes were canceled today. Some of the classes were canceled. That's what you can't do. And look at this. Do they understand how much this empowers these people?
I know they had to retreat at one point because they all had, like, obviously they had their riot gear on. They had gas masks, they had goggles on, so tear gas won't work. They literally had shields made out of trash cans. Like, they're full riot gear.
I want you to notice something, because you come to this channel for scientific breakdowns, okay? And I'm going to give you a scientific breakdown of this video right here. I want you to listen to the get back cheers. Get back cheers. Are they get back? When you hear these cheers, do you think like it's a bunch of men? Does it sound like a bunch of men? They're like, get back, get back. Or is it high pitched, like women mixed with soy boys kind of cheer? Listen to the pitch of it. Move back. Yeah. Okay. So there ain't no real men in there, because real men don't treat cops like that. One of the biggest things I love when people ask me, they go, or people on the left, they'll go, how could you support police? How could you support? So I'm like, look, I support the institution of law enforcement. I recognize that there are bad eggs in every people group. There are bad eggs. I recognize there are bad, corrupt police officers out there. I have seen them. But do we label the whole police across America and including the good eggs that actually don't profile black people or that don't discriminate, which is most of the police? We just take a couple bad eggs and we just blanket the rest of the plate. No, dude, we don't do that. Just like we don't do that with black people. We don't do that with Asians. Just because one Asian's terrible at driving, does that mean all Asians are terrible at driving? Yes. But no, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't mean that. Just because one black person, we see a video shared on conservative media of black people looting, does it mean all black people loot? No. We got to stop this, like these bad eggs in each people group and letting them define the whole people group. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Anyways, here's some more video from University of Washington. It's going to be lit there today, man, tonight. I'm telling you, Riley Gaines, this is a whole nother level of craziness. Whole nother level of craziness up there in Seattle than Portland. And you're like, why is that? I thought Portland was crazy. Portland is crazy, but Portland, the feel of Portland is more of it's still, yes, it's a big city, but it's also got a smaller community feel. Everybody knows each other. It's hard to like do anything in Portland without being known by people. it's a more smaller type community. It's like, you know, in Seattle, it's way bigger. I mean, Seattle is way bigger. It's almost like LA. I mean, you could go run a YouTube channel and get like 1 million followers. You know, in a city like Portland, you're gonna be known by everybody. You go do that in LA, there's 50 other people that have that same following, and it's a way bigger city. It's the same with Seattle. And not everybody might know you because it's just a bigger population, bigger market. So I believe that these kind of people go to Seattle and go to those kind of cities more, and they're more crazy there because the police are stretched more thin across bigger cities and bigger communities, and they feel like they can get away with stuff. They feel less seen up there in Seattle than they do here in Portland. Let's go after it. Okay, so there's fire started, all kinds of stuff, folks. I mean, you guys get the point. Start arresting these people. Let's start holding people accountable. Okay, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you. The coffee's getting me right now. Make sure you follow me across all. Shut up, John. Producer Vlad. At David Medina PDX across all social media. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, what are your thoughts on the police and how they're handling things, and what are your thoughts on these people? I mean, what's going on? Are they making a comeback? Is there something bigger that's happening here that they're all kind of prepping for them to throw the next manufactured crisis at Trump and make the whole nation go crazy again? Well, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.